Cole Sands made his AAA debut tonight, and it was a good one. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. You see there, he's got a really fun kind of slower curveball. That's really his signature pitch. It's a great pitch. Kind of runs it in the mid 70s every once in a while, really gives hitters trouble. Don't have velo from this game, but I know he topped out at 94.8 miles per hour at spring training. So he's also got some velo. Anyway, Cole Sands has been doing stuff like this really his whole minor league career so far. He had a 2.46 ERA with a 1.17 whip, 96 strikeouts at 80 and a third innings last season in AA Wichita. He is obviously in AAA. He is also on the 40-man roster. So really not a lot of barriers between him and making his major league debut this season. I think we can expect him to make some appearances with the Minnesota Twins this year, and who knows, So tomorrow, along with it being the Minnesota Twins opening day, the rest of the minor league affiliates get started as well. So a full slate of games tomorrow. So excited. John Stankiewicz is getting the start for Fort Myers on their opening day. Derek Rodriguez, in his return to the organization, is back with the Twins, pitching for the Saints tomorrow. Aaron Rozek, Burnsville native, is pitching for Cedar Rapids in their opener. And for the Wichita Windsurge, a AA team, Matt Cantorino will be on the hill. That'll be kind of a must-see game. Let's take a look. We looked at some of the rosters. We looked at the AAA roster and the AA roster last night. Let's take a look at these Cedar Rapids and Fort Myers rosters this evening. Quite a few familiar names in Cedar Rapids, guys that ended last season there, returning there this year. Sawyer Gibson Long is a guy that stands out as he was one of the better performing pitchers in the system last year. So he'll be starting back off in Cedar Rapids once again. Cade Povich, their third-round draft pick from a year ago, is also going to be with the Colonels. And moving on down, one of my favorite players in the system is Jefferson Morales. He's going to catch. He's going to play some outfield. I think 5'8" is probably a generous listing for him, but this guy can really hit. Speaking of hitting, Christian Encarnacion Strand is going to be playing third base. He hit 391 last year. Just an insane debut for him. Aaron Sabato, who really mashed after coming up from a struggling time in Fort Myers. He really mashed with the Colonels. I expect him to kind of look very strong once again in Cedar Rapids before pushing for an early season promotion up to AA. And, Junior Severino more quietly did that same thing. Moved up from Fort Myers to Cedar Rapids and really hit well. He could be moving up to AA this year as well. Alaric Sarlari missed most of the season last year due to injuries, so really looking forward to seeing some more of him. And I've really liked Willie Joe Gary Jr., who's still only 21, so he could definitely make some noise for the Colonels. Moving on down to Fort Myers, the low A team. Just going to quick go through here. Steve Hadger, the team's second-round pick from last season, is on their roster. He's certainly one to keep an eye out for. Marco Raya, who I talked about this recently, maybe the biggest pop-up prospect of this offseason, really had an eye-popping fall instructs that rocketed him up some prospect lists. He's going to be with Fort Myers. He hasn't pitched in an official minor league game yet, so this will be technically his professional debut. In the infield, you got Noah Miller at shortstop, who got a Sire Fort Myers honorable mention, of course, for looking so poised and smooth at spring training. And Keone Cavaco is going to be playing mostly third base for them, it looks like. Interesting there, former first-round pick. And then the outfield, Emmanuel Rodriguez really sticks out. He had 10 home runs in the Florida Complex League last year. That was one off the league lead, so you could be making some noise for them. But, kind of something I always try to throw out there, don't have your hopes up too high for the Fort Myers Bats. This is a league where not a lot of guys hit well. It's a struggle for a lot of guys to put up impressive offensive numbers. Not really sure if that's more of the ballparks in this league or the I'm guessing the air might be a little thick as well, and the ball doesn't travel as well down there in Florida in the summer. So keep that in mind.